Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some of the strangest mysteries in science, discoveries so bizarre that even experts were left scratching their heads. Let's get right into it. Number 9. Dinosaur Goo. Imagine cracking open a 68-million-year-old T-Rex bone and finding something that should have been impossible: soft, squishy tissue still preserved inside. That's exactly what scientist Mary Schweitzer discovered when she examined the fossilized leg bone of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Instead of turning entirely to stone like most fossils, this ancient bone contained stretchy blood vessels, microscopic structures that look like red blood cells, and soft tissue that bent like rubber. Normally, soft tissue decays quickly, far too fast to survive millions of years. But in this case, the iron in the dinosaur's blood acted like a natural preservative, similar to formaldehyde, essentially embalming the dinosaur from within. The T-Rex had, in a sense, mummified itself. At first, many scientists refused to believe it, calling the discovery too extraordinary to be real. But repeated tests confirmed it. Hidden within ancient bones can be the gooey remains of prehistoric life. Number 8. The 95% we can't see. When you look at the night sky, everything you see, stars twinkling, planets glowing, distant galaxies shining, makes up only 5% of the entire universe. The rest, an astonishing 95%, is completely invisible to us. Scientists have given names to these mysterious components: dark matter and dark energy. Dark matter is like cosmic glue. We can't see it, but without it, galaxies would spin so fast they'd rip themselves apart. Its invisible gravity is the only thing keeping stars and galaxies bound together. Then there's dark energy, which is even stranger. It acts like a force that pushes everything apart, making the universe expand faster and faster, as if an invisible hand is stretching space itself. The most unsettling part? We don't know what dark matter or dark energy actually are. They're everywhere, shaping reality, yet remain some of the universe's greatest mysteries. Number 7. The planet that wasn't there. Back in the 1800s, astronomers noticed something odd about Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. Its orbit wasn't behaving the way Newton's laws of physics predicted. Instead of questioning their understanding of gravity, scientists came up with another explanation: there must be a hidden planet tugging on Mercury. They named this imaginary world Vulcan. For decades, astronomers scanned the skies, convinced they would find Vulcan circling between Mercury and the Sun. Some even claimed to see it crossing the Sun's surface. One French astronomer was celebrated and awarded high honors for his so-called discovery. But the truth was, he had only spotted a sunspot. The mystery wasn't solved until Albert Einstein introduced his theory of general relativity in 1915. His equations showed that Mercury's orbit was distorted because space itself bends around the Sun. Vulcan never existed. It was only a ghost planet born from human error. Number 6. The end of order. For centuries, scientists believed the universe worked like a perfectly balanced clock. Two planets orbiting each other in space seemed to prove it. Their paths could be predicted with pinpoint accuracy, like a graceful cosmic dance. But everything changed when astronomers asked, what happens if we add just one more planet? This simple question led to one of science's biggest headaches: the three-body problem. With three celestial bodies pulling on each other through gravity, their movements became wildly unpredictable. Instead of smooth, elegant orbits, the planets behaved like dancers tripping over one another, constantly changing direction. Even today, with the world's most powerful supercomputers, we can't fully calculate their future paths. This discovery shattered the dream of a perfectly ordered universe. It showed us that chaos is built into the very fabric of nature. From planetary orbits to weather patterns, and even to the tangled mess of your headphones. Number 5. The universe's worst prediction. In science, being a little wrong is expected. But being wrong by 120 decimal places? That's beyond imagination. This mind-boggling mistake is known as the vacuum catastrophe, the single biggest error in scientific history. Here's what happened. Physicists tried to calculate how much energy exists in empty space, also called the vacuum. According to quantum mechanics, empty space isn't truly empty. It's buzzing with particles that constantly pop in and out of existence. Meanwhile, Einstein's general relativity says that this energy should warp the very fabric of spacetime. But when scientists combined these two brilliant theories, the numbers went haywire. The prediction was so enormous that, if it were true, the universe would have exploded instantly after forming. Yet, when measured, the actual energy of empty space was almost zero. This colossal error revealed something unsettling. Our most trusted theories can completely fail when put together. Number 4. The Pluto Problem. For decades, schoolchildren learned about 9 planets in our solar system, with tiny Pluto proudly holding the last spot. But in 2005, everything changed when astronomers discovered Eris, an icy object even larger than Pluto, orbiting in the far reaches of the solar system. Suddenly, Pluto didn't look so unique anymore. Scientists faced a big dilemma. If Pluto counted as a planet, then Eris had to count as one too. And if Eris was included, hundreds of other Pluto-sized objects scattered in the Kuiper belt would also qualify. That would mean memorizing not 9 planets, but possibly hundreds. To solve the chaos, astronomers redefined what it means to be a planet. A true planet must, 1. Be round, 2. Orbit the Sun, and 3. Clear its neighborhood of other objects. Pluto passed the first 2 rules but failed the third. And so, in 2006, Pluto was officially demoted to a dwarf planet. Number 3. The Leaky Black Hole. For a long time, scientists believed black holes were perfect prisons of the universe, regions of space so powerful that nothing, not even light, could ever escape. They were thought to swallow matter and information forever, sealing it away for eternity. But then, Stephen Hawking made a groundbreaking discovery that changed everything. Hawking showed that black holes aren't completely black. Instead, they slowly leak tiny amounts of energy, now called Hawking radiation. Over unimaginable lengths of time, this process causes black holes to shrink and eventually evaporate. But this discovery opened a terrifying question: what happens to the information about everything that fell inside? According to quantum mechanics, information can never be truly destroyed. Yet, if a black hole disappears, it seems that information vanishes with it. This puzzle, known as the information paradox, remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in physics. Number 2. The cosmic speed limit. The universe might feel infinite, but it comes with one strict rule: nothing with mass can travel faster than the speed of light, 186,282 miles per second. Before Einstein, scientists believed you could keep accelerating forever in space. But relativity revealed a bizarre truth: the faster you go, the heavier you become. Imagine pushing a shopping cart. At first it's easy, but with every push, more bricks get added inside. As you get closer to light speed, the cart becomes impossibly heavy. At light speed, its mass would be infinite, a physical impossibility. That's why no spaceship, no matter how advanced, can break this cosmic barrier. Even if we could somehow reach light speed, interstellar travel wouldn't be quick. It would still take about 100,000 years just to cross our own galaxy. The speed of light isn't just fast, it's the ultimate speed limit written into the fabric of reality. Number 1. The water that wasn't. In the 1960s, Soviet scientists believed they had made one of the strangest discoveries in chemistry: a brand new form of water. They called it polywater. Unlike ordinary water, this mysterious liquid was thicker, denser, and seemed to have bizarre properties, including a boiling point of nearly 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The scientific community was stunned. If polywater was real, it could completely rewrite the laws of chemistry. But with excitement came fear. Some worried that if polywater ever touched normal water, it could trigger a chain reaction, converting Earth's oceans, lakes, and even the water in our bodies into this strange new substance. Science fiction writers ran wild with apocalyptic scenarios. But after years of hype and concern, the truth came out: polywater wasn't exotic at all. It was simply contaminated lab water, laced with sweat, dust, and soap residue. The so-called miracle discovery turned out to be nothing more than dirty water.